All right, this is a video that I'm really excited to share with you. You're going to discover an ancient bodyweight routine comprising of 5 unique, even weird exercises here that you can perform inside your own living room in just a matter of minutes. Now, if you've seen our 5 moves you should do every morning, this is a powerful routine that has reached millions of people so far and transformed many lives. This is another incredible routine that changed my life when I learned of it. And when you put this into practice for yourself, you can increase your flexibility, increase your core strength, alleviate stress, and boost your energy throughout the day with just these 5 moves. And again, this is a routine that has ancient roots. It's said to be over 2,500 years old, and it's the 5 Tibetan Rites. Now, some of the original exercises can be challenging or even a little risky for beginners. So in this video, you're going to also learn some simple modifications and progressions you can use for these exercises. So let's jump into this. Now, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and also look out, coming up soon is our Black Friday special, November 27th, 2020. We're gonna have an epic special where you can access all of our courses and products over 95% off, okay? And you can learn more about that or join our newsletter down in the description below anytime while watching this video, okay? So here's a quick demo of each exercise in the routine, and then we'll dive deeper into each exercise and the technique. So the first exercise you have is the spin. Second, you have the J. Third is the arch. Fourth is the tabletop. And fifth is the 2 dogs. We're going to learn the technique of each of these exercises, and then I want you to do just a couple of reps with me here just to go through and get a feel for it. And then later on you can go through this routine, performing 5 reps and then even more later on. One thing that's really important with this routine is the breathing, and you're going to be timing these exercises, as you'll see here in just a second, with your breath. So the first thing you want to do is lock down your breathing here. So breathing into the nose, breathing through the diaphragm here, and then exhale out the mouth. Do this a few times. Okay, and we're going to be maintaining this throughout this entire routine. So the first exercise is the spin, just like the name says. We're going to be spinning here. So bring your arms up to your sides here, palms facing down towards the ground. Stand tall, right? Bring the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then you can spin with me here. We're going to spin to the right side, slowly stepping, standing tall, keeping that posture. And we're just going to do a couple of spins here, very slow and controlled. If you start to feel dizzy at all or anything, stop, hold back, take a seat if you need it, because we're spinning here. Okay, we're just going to do a couple. So that's a spin. The second exercise, we're taking it down to the ground. It's called the J. And for this one, I'm going to show you the original demo first, and then together we're going to do some beginner modifications and progressions that may be easier for you, because as I'll explain here, there's some areas with this J exercise that for many of us may cause risk for low back pain or injuries here. So the original J goes like this. You place your hands to the side, and as you inhale, you curl up into a J position by bringing the legs up straight and at the same time curling the chin and the shoulders up off the ground. So this already requires a lot of core strength for this resistance with the straight leg, and also flexibility to be able to perform this shape properly, which many of us don't have at the beginning. What we're going to do is start off with little mini J's. We're going to slightly lift the shoulders, tuck the chin off the ground here, and we're going to keep the legs bent, and we're just going to curl up slightly, not over curling where we have to round the back too much. We're just going to go a little bit and then exhale slowly down. So you can try a couple of these here with me. The mini J's, we're going to inhale, curl up slightly, bend the leg slightly, and exhale down slowly. Lower slowly, really engaging the core here. And then as you improve, maybe you try one leg as you progress. And then as you get more flexible, you get stronger, You can go both legs straight, arms to the side, curling up, bring the legs up, and back down, okay? But never over accentuating the curves here. All right, this third exercise is the arch, and I'm gonna have a small modification for you specifically with the neck on this exercise. We'll get into that. So you're gonna sit onto your knees here, legs shoulder width apart, feet flat on the ground here, and grab in a comfortable position by your butt here. Inhale, bring your chin toward your chest and contract the abs. So imagine someone's about to punch you in the stomach here, and you're contracting, waiting for the hit. Oh. So you contract those abs there. And then as you exhale, we're going to arch, opening up the chest, arching the back here, leaning slightly back. And this is what I want you to do for the modification, because originally you're supposed to tilt the neck back as you exhale, and then you come back to that contracted position as you inhale. However, this neck back, going back that far and just let it tilt back, can leave us vulnerable to neck injuries and neck problems here, especially as we get older. So for this modification, I want you not to tilt the head back and just let it hang back. I want you to have control with the neck and don't tilt back as much. If anything, just gaze up towards the sky and work on just arching, building the core strength as you exhale here. Okay, still having control with the neck there. So let's do a couple together. Make sure to start off with small arches at the beginning. We're gonna inhale, chin towards your chest, contracting, and exhale, arching back, arching the back, gazing towards the sky, and then repeat. This fourth exercise is the tabletop. You're gonna sit in a pike or an L position. Place those hands directly to your sides. We're gonna have the fingertips facing forward. And in the original one, you wanna maintain this grip the entire time. However, if you notice that, and we'll get into this a little bit more, that you're really restricted on your range here as we go into the tabletop, I found simply just rotating the hands to the side or even all the way around really helps for opening up and making this easier. And there's also another technique I'm going to share with you after we do this too. So you're going to initiate by pressing the hands into the ground, slightly lifting the butt off the ground here, pressing into the heels. As you inhale, lift up, squeezing the glutes, and the goal is to be able to hit a full tabletop position, and then we're going to exhale, back down. Let's just try a couple of mini ones here, and we're going to lift up slightly. Do this with me here. We're going to inhale just a little bit, and then exhale, down. Okay, just mini tabletops here. Get the feel for it. Inhale, and down. And then as we fill it, we're going to go a little bit further. Okay, and then if you feel like you can go further all the way up, then you can go all the way up, full tabletop, and then back down. Okay, now another tip here is, let's say you're feeling that restriction here. It's like, I just can't really move through here. One tip is really pressing through, almost a reverse shrug. So you're pressing through the top here with those shoulders. This is gonna open up space, right? If you're here, pressing up and through, lifting up high with those shoulders, this will help create more space, okay, than if you're down here, okay? If you're in that shrugged position, we wanna press through up, okay? That's gonna help tremendously. And then of course, like I was saying, turning the hands, opening them up slightly, even though this is not the original technique, this will help open up here. Hands to the side. It's gonna give you just a lot more space to work with for most of us. All right, this fifth exercise here is called two dogs. It's gonna be a blend of downward dog and upward dog. I'm gonna have some good beginner modifications for you on this one, but first I'm just gonna demo what it looks like. You're gonna start off in a push-up position, hands shoulder width apart, and we're gonna press through the hands, bringing the hips back and up, and we're going to bring our chest and our head towards, between our legs here, towards the opposite wall, okay? Bending through, we're gonna try to have the heels flat on the ground, and we're gonna try to open up this shoulder angle, a nice straight line here. And this is all as we're inhaling. Then we're gonna exhale, pressing back through the push-up position and arching and gazing up towards the sky, bringing the hips towards the ground and pressing through the hands here and bringing the shoulders down and back in their sockets here and really arching here as we exhale. And then repeat going back, pressing through, inhaling, okay? Now, a couple things before you try that here is you need good core strength for this. To be able to go into, especially to this arch position, you don't want to give out in the low back and have any type of lower back pain or issues here. So a great modification we can use here, and I want you to go through this with me, is we can simply just bring this to a tabletop position using our knees here, and instead of going back into the downward dog, we'll go into a child's pose and a modified like cobra or upward dog here. So having the hands out in front of you, we're going to find that child's pose position. So you're going to bring those hips back as you inhale. Okay, and really try to outstretch the arms here. And then you're going to press forward, mimicking the upward dog, but just on your knees here as you exhale. And trying to get that nice arch position, gazing up towards the sky, bring those shoulders back, and then inhale, back down to child's pose. If you feel like you have good control, then you can start to raise up a little bit. Work on that downward dog position, lifting up, pressing through again, and then back through. And if anything, you can just start with the push-up position, okay? Pressing back, downward dog. Instead of going to the full arch, just go to the push-up. See if you can maintain that push-up position, all right, without causing any low back issues. So really use those modifications if you need them. I truly recommend those, especially at the beginning. And that's your full routine there. All right, so those are the 5 exercises there, the 5 Tibetan Rites. Now, I went pretty in-depth on some of the technique and modifications. I think those are going to be really important for those of us who are beginners going into this, and just a really easy way to jump into this. Now, if you like quick, powerful body weight routines like this, I have a whole series of follow-along routines that are just 5 minutes. Using body weight exercises similar to these, you can get these follow-along routines and technique and tutorial breakdowns in the description down below. So check that out. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications for more videos like this, because we have a whole series coming your way. So you don't want to miss out on those videos. So make sure to turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out and you get that next video. Leave a comment down below your favorite exercise in this routine here, or if you give this exercise routine a try, let me know in the comments how it was. I'll see you soon. And to finish off this video, I want to give a shout out to those of you who were inside of our Double Your Flexibility Challenge, showcasing some people here. It was a fun month where we came together, increased our flexibility, and shout out to the top 5 winners of this challenge. And huge shout out to Sensei Gary. We all learned a lot from you during this challenge. So again, congratulations to you all, and I'll see you inside the Facebook group.